Hello and welcome to Witchy Woman Podcast. I am your host, DaNae Sweet, and this is episode 46. Today we're going to talk about the elements and how they work into my spiritual practice, my practice of witchcraft, and my eclectic way of doing things. I also am going to give you guys an update on what's going on. I want to first say thank you very much to everybody who has texted and PM'd, DM'd, emailed, anything. Everybody that sent good juju and positive thoughts. My family and I appreciate that so very much. I cannot express into words how appreciative I am of that. I appreciate you taking the time and the energy to care. So thank you. As far as an update goes, it's been quiet as shit. We had a blizzard, so that kept most of the people away. Everybody was stuck at home. Power was out everywhere. Luckily, we had power. So it was kind of amazing. It was also very weird because the first couple of days of no one driving around our house or honking or bugging us or some crazy new drama thing popping up, like the calm weirded us all out. We kept waiting for the other shoe to drop. We're like, what is actually going on? Like, this can't possibly be real or calm. Some shit has to be actually happening behind the scenes that we're not aware of. And it was just weird for a while. So we slowed down. We took a breath. We paused. And I think the calm and the pause and stopping running and being on defense all the time, it allowed me, it allowed my body to catch up, to show signs of wear and tear of the physical stress and the emotional stress of what we've actually gone through. I have had like a weird back pain for like 6 months, and I'm working on it with a chiropractor, and I thought it was getting better. And the last 2 weeks, it's moved to my pelvis. My pelvis and my right hip hurt so bad. I can't hardly stand up very long, 2-3 minutes max before I'm feeling a lot of pain. Walking is sucky. Sleeping sucks. I'm sure like the energy worker in me says my root chakra and my sacral chakra are probably shredded because of all the things that have been going on. I don't feel safe. Our whole world was rocked. I do not have a safe spot anymore. And our lives literally were threatened. So I don't feel safe, and I'm sure that has a lot to do with the energetic reasons behind my pain, and I'm going to be dealing with that. I've been journaling and meditating. I'm seeing a friend who does auricular therapy. That is like ear reflexology. The ear is represented as a microsystem of the body, and much like the feet. So if you've ever had reflexology on your feet, this is similar and the same concept behind it. So I'm going to go do that on Friday, getting adjusted by the chiropractor, which happens to be the husband of the therapist I'm going to on Friday for my ears. So that'll be fun. They're great people, very open-minded. One of the few couples around here that I could say anything and I don't think they would judge me. So I appreciate having that lifeline in our lives. So if you are listening, Alicia and Dr. Nick, thank you so much for being in my family's life and for being one of the only couple that I can really think of in our physical real lives that aren't online that we could go to and talk to and not be judged and know that you guys are an open door. So we appreciate the support from you guys. Anyway, so I'm going to do that on Friday. I have some doctor's appointments to follow up. I feel like I might be in a little bit of adrenal fatigue. I've got some pain back there. So I have some appointments to follow up on my actual physical health, which I have not done. That has gone by the wayside, and it's completely on me for doing that. I've gained weight. I'm sore. I'm hurting. I'm in disease right now. and I need to take back my physical power. I'm working on taking back my energetic and my emotional power. I need to take back power over my physical well-being. So that is my first steps into doing that. So for the rest of you out there that have been neglecting seeing the dentist or seeing the eye doctor or getting a checkup, don't neglect it. Go do it. I've let things go so long. Now I have to go see, I need to go get new glasses. So I've got to see the eye doctor. I've got to go to the dentist and get a cleaning. I probably have some cavities. Who knows? But all this is piled up. And my point is, don't let it pile up. Even if you have shit going on in your life, just do the things that you're supposed to do for self-care. Don't be me is what I'm getting at. Anyway, right now, State of the Union is calm. We meet with the school tomorrow to see what they can offer us as an official, way of Maddie being able to go to school at home and graduating with a traditional diploma. If we don't like what we hear tomorrow, we're just walking away. She will have a homeschooling program. We have a backup plan, so it's not a big deal. It'd be nice to be able to get a traditional diploma, but if it's not an option, if they're not going to work with us, then screw it. I'm done fighting. I'm done crying. I'm done with all of it. I'm just done. And so is my family. We're tired. We literally have no more emotional or physical energy to expend. It's like we're done. So, anywho, as it's kind of become tradition with this podcast, I will often get all introspective and ramble, and this episode isn't going to be any different. I'm going to be honest. I wanted to talk about something that it hit a nerve with some people, and it really, I don't know, I came to some realization. So I was talking on Facebook today with some of my friends, and the subject of power words come up. So a power word, setting your power word for the year has become kind of a thing in some of the spiritual circles. You pick a word to represent your intention for the year. My dumbass has, the last 3 or 4 years, I've chose challenging words. I don't know why. I chose change, resonance, and enlightenment. That was stupid because it's literally brought just one life lesson after another. I have not had time to recoup, be like, okay, that was a cool life lesson. Now let's recuperate, and so that I have energy to learn the next life lesson. I have not had that, and I need a break. So I have decided not to do this practice for 2020. 2020 is going to be a free float. No purpose, no expectations, nada. It isn't serving me anymore, and the idea did at one point. It got me to asking questions about my beliefs and my boundaries, my morals, and what I wanted from life and to see in humanity. And focusing on a life purpose allowed me to push through some seriously uncomfortable change. I did. And I did do things I never dreamed I would. But now it's stifling and it's holding me back. It's no longer serving me, and I do not find joy and appreciate my life. I do appreciate life in general, but I realized I do not appreciate my life. I always find value in others and in all sentient beings. But I have neglected my own life, my health, my joy, my bliss, all that stuff. So screw purpose. I'm going to live for the moment. I don't know what 2020 has to bring us. And here in the US, I'm kind of afraid to intuitively poke that bear. So I'm leaving it alone. There's nothing I can do about it, right? So I guess what I'm getting at is that, one, don't be like me. Don't let things build up in your physical health too long, or you'll end up in a shit show of health problems like I am. And the other one is that it's okay to let go of things that no longer serve you. A job, ideals, a house, friends, family, a purpose, really anything. Hanging on to those things creates a roadblock. It creates a wall. And it prevents you from moving forward. Hanging on to my purpose I thought was mine kept me reliving trauma and getting stuck in that energetic sludge that is my past. And it serves no one. Okay? So be brave and let it go. It sucks. You will mourn it. And that's okay. Allow the emotions to come, to feel them, and then make a conscious choice to let them go. It's what I'm doing, and I'm going to keep doing from now on. No more stuck in the sludge, just free floating from now on, guys. So that is that. I just kind of wanted to share my thoughts and bare my soul to you guys, because that's what I try to do here, is be super honest and show you that I'm a mess and it's okay. Like, I'm okay with that. And you should be too. If your life is a shit show, if you are a mess, it's okay. So that is where I'm coming from now. I want to find joy in each moment. That's all I want to do. I want to do that. I'm just not going to put any more pressure on myself. I have a beautiful family. I have fur babies and friends. I have a new home. I have a new house and a kick-ass podcast and the most absolute best listeners I could possibly ask for. And I haven't even been able to take a damn breath and enjoy any of it. So let's get past that, and I want to let's get back to the basics. Let's get back to some witchcraft and pagan basics. Let's talk about the elements and how they fit into your witchy practice, or at least my witchy practice. We're going to take just a tiny little break, and I have an amazing company I'd like to tell you about. Green Moon Apothecary. So there's a long history of witches and healers around the world using cannabis. In modern day witchcraft, more and more people are exploring how the cannabis plant can be incorporated into their spiritual practices. Green Moon Apothecary offers self-care, mysticism, and joy with a cannabis-infused twist in a subscription box that is delivered to your door for each Sabbath of the pagan wheel of the year. Each box includes special curated items to assist with ritual and spellwork, manifestation, divination, wellness, and self-care. The smokable part of the cannabis is female, and when you grow the plant, you must elevate the female in order to be successful. That is exactly what Green Moon Apothecary wants to do. Empower people and celebrate the spirit of the cannabis plant. Indulge in enchantment by subscribing to a Green Moon box or explore their many magical products at www.greenmoon.ca. Follow the Witches of Green Moon at green.moon.apothecary and use the code WitchyWoman10 for 10% off your first order. Yule 2019 box deadline is December 11th to guarantee shipment. Okay, I'm going to put all of their info in the show notes, so check that shit out. I just kind of wanted to share with you what I found on their website. They sound like an awesome company, and I cannot wait to get my Yule box. I am super stoked, and when I get it, I will do an unboxing and share it with you guys. Okay, so let's get back to the elements and how I use them in my spiritual practice. You can take this for whatever it's worth, take it or leave it. I just want to give you the information and share with you what I feel about the elements. So according to most witchy paths, the elements are earth, fire, water, air, and spirit. Earth, water, fire, yeah. You see them represented in the pentacle in each of the tips of the star. So in witchcraft, we often work with the elements to create the energy represented from them in spells or rituals. Connecting to nature is a very powerful thing, and it has been part of spiritual practices since the beginning of spirituality in general. My European ancestors communed with nature to get medicine from plants and learn the cycles of the moon and stars to guide them. And I'm betting most everyone's ancestors, if you go back far enough, that's what this all started with. It was nature, the beautiful, powerful energy of nature. And before the constraints of organized religion and power-hungry organizations and the minimization of feminine divine and the systematic suppression of female power, our ancestors were midwives and alchemists and herbalists. They are wise, magical females, women, men. They all communed with nature. And when I tap into the elements, I also feel those ancestors and the connection they had with the earth and nature. And for me, it creates a deeper connection with my practice and with whatever intention I'm working with. It always empowers that more when I'm connecting to the elements to work with them. So let's go over them one by one, and I want to start with Earth. So they're all associated with a direction as well. So Earth's direction is north. If you Google a pentacle and elements, if you just type in pentacle and elements, you're going to find images of the placement of the elements that are going to differ a little bit from each other. I'm just going to go by what I was taught originally, but you can change it or you can do whatever you want. So anyway, Earth is north, and in the pentacle, Earth is at the bottom left point. So if you're staring at a star, bottom left point is Earth. I'm going to post some pictures in the group so you can see what I'm talking about. But Earth is grounding, and it corresponds with the root chakra. And that root chakra is at like the base of our tailbone, basically underneath your crotch. Think of it as like a red spinning energetic ball. Earth lends us stability and safety and is great to work with when we're feeling off balance or something in our lives has brought chaos or drama. This is what I need to be working with. Earth is healing and nurturing and amazing to work with for healing spells or when we have sleep issues. To connect with this element, you can walk barefoot on the ground, go outside, stick your feet in the dirt or the yard, even the sidewalk. Sit outside and feel the earth's energy through your feet. If you can't get your feet on the ground, simply imagine roots coming from your legs or your feet and burrow those roots deep into the ground, anchoring them at the earth's core. And sit with that for a little bit. That's just called grounding. And it's something you can do in the house. If you're, like in the wintertime, I don't want to go outside. I sure as hell ain't putting my bare feet in the freaking snow. So I use that grounding technique quite a bit in the wintertime. If you're feeling a little bit of anxiety, you can use that grounding exercise to help center you and bring you back to the moment. Earth is represented by the colors green and brown and the colors of Mother Earth. Things on your altar to represent Earth can be herbs, flowers, petrified wood, any wood in general, a candle of any of those corresponding colors, like any of the greens or browns. I've also seen Earth represented as blue, but there's so many other things that blue is used for that I don't use it for that. Zodiac signs associated with Earth are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So the next one, if you go around the pentacle clockwise from Earth, so you go up, you're going to be at the left point of the star, which for me is air, and east is the direction of air. Air lends us communication skills, intelligence, and speaking our truth. It's the element of change as well. Wind cleanses and brings with it power for change. A simple way to connect with this element is to just focus on your breath. Meditate. Feel the air coming in and out of your lungs. It's simple and it's effective. You can also sit outside, close your eyes, and feel the breeze on your skin. Since I'm in Nebraska, we always have, or most of the time, have a pretty decent wind. So it's easy for me to be able to just go outside and feel the wind in my face. If I really feel like connecting, that's what I do. Colors that represent air are light blue and light yellow, or any shade of yellow, really. Some things on your altar to represent air can be a feather, an incense stick, because the smoke represents air, or a blue or yellow candle. Astrological signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Oh, chakra. Chakra is associated with the element air is the throat chakra. So that is the chakra, the air, because air is communication and speaking your truth. Top of the pentacle is the spirit. So if you go from the left, point, which is air, then you're going to go to the very tippy top of the pentacle, and that is spirit. Spirit is the force that links all the other elements together. It's like the glue. It's the unseen string or connection to everyone and everything. It's your ancestors, it's your deity, it's the oneness, whatever that is to you. This is the element to work with when you want to work with your higher self, your divinity, your connection to humanity, to receive divine guidance or higher guidance. Also, if you're going to work with your spirit guides, this is a really great element to be working with. The element is connected with all the directions. It's not male or female energy. It is in us and around us. It is us. That makes sense? I'm sure that sounded really hippy-dippy. Anyway, colors are usually represented by a white or black candle. Spirit can be represented on your altar with one of these candles, white or black, usually white, a picture of your deity or ancestors or whatever resonates with you. Whatever spirit means to you, that's what you want to put on your altar. The chakras are crown and third eye. Those are the ones you want to work with if you are trying to do any kind of psychic work, any kind of deity work. That's great to work with those and work with spirit. Now we're going to keep going clockwise. The right point of the pentacle is water in the direction of west. Water is emotion and lends us the ability to process and express our emotions. It's the element of transformation and linked to the moon and the lunar cycles. It's excellent to use for spells for change, love, or transformation. Manifesting with the element of water for me is an amazing experience. And it's each one of these elements aren't all going to resonate the same for you. They're all going to be a little bit different. For some reason, I really like water. I love to swim. I'm like a fish. I used to be a lifeguard. I love swimming. I feel at home underneath the water. Anyway, to experience this element, you can go take a bath or a shower, put your feet in a bucket of water. Just really experience the water. However you're going to end up doing this, if you're sitting next to a lake or ocean, or it's in your bathtub, or you're soaking your feet, feel the water. Feel the physical sensation on your skin, and then notice how you feel emotionally when you touch the water. To represent this element, you can use a chalice or cup or a bowl, put some water in it. You don't have to put water in it if you don't want to. A blue, white, indigo colored candle, a seashell, or anything else that you find next to water or that you associate water with. Astrological signs are Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The chakra associated with water is the heart chakra, which totally makes sense because emotion and love and all those things come from your heart. And the final element is fire, and that's at the bottom right point of the pentacle. So just keep moving clockwise and then you'll hit it. It's the direction of south. Fire represents action, transformation, and passion. It is a masculine energy and can be used to create action in your spells to manifest exactly what you're seeking. Can you hear Pablo? He's barking. I'm pretty sure Brad's walking through the door because I moved to my bedroom. So I have no idea what's going on out there. The door's closed. So if you hear dogs barking, I'm sorry. Where was I? Oh yeah. So it can be a destructive element. It literally can burn away things. So it burns away what no longer serves us. It's an excellent element to work with in banishings. Be very aware that fire is not to be taken lightly when you work with it. It creates change no matter what. It transforms things. It burns and creates new opportunities, gets rid of things that no longer serve us, and makes a way for a fresh start. None of those things are fun or super easy to do. It creates backlash and it's going to be uncomfortable. So if you're really wanting change, then this is your element. To experience fire, you can light a candle, watch the flame dance. You can sit by a fireplace or bonfire. This element is associated with the solar plexus and sacral chakras. Zodiac signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So that is the elements in a nutshell. However you want to connect to them is good for you. That's what's right for you. So if none of this resonates and you're like, I don't like to do that to connect to water. I drink a glass of water. Then that's how you connect with it. You do you, boo. Okay? But however you connect to the elements, honor and respect them. It's our environment that we must exist, and respecting these forces is actually kind of imperative, whether we're witches or not. When I don't know what to believe in, feel lost in general, or just need to do something to feel connected, I turn to the elements. It's simple. You don't need a zillion witchy things or fancy words to experience them because they are our world, literally. Maybe I'm just feeling tired or lazy, but the elements have been what I've turned to the most lately for the last couple weeks for sure. I love my guides. I appreciate my ancestors. But lately, I just don't feel super connected in that way. And so I've turned to the elements. I've turned to the things I can physically experience. And I like it. I actually am liking the simplicity of my practice lately because it isn't full of long chants or super complicated spells or rituals. It's going outside with a cup of coffee and breathing in some air, experiencing the sunlight, the wind, stupid snow, but I'm experiencing it. It's the simple things. And I'm just going to go with it. If that's all I do for the next 3 months or whatever is just experience the elements, then whatever. That's what I'm going to do. Well, that's all I've got on that. This is kind of a short episode compared to some of the other ones, but I think we got to the meat of the issues. Okay, so you can contact me via email, witchywomanpodcast@gmail.com. I've got snail mail, P.O. Box 333, Hyannis, Nebraska 69350. You could also, please, follow me on Instagram. I would love to get more followers there because I'm actually finding that platform kind of fun. Follow me at Witchy Woman Podcast there. You can find me on Twitter, DaNae _sweet_. Where else am I? Oh yeah, Facebook. Go to Witchy Woman Podcast for our Facebook page. That's where I do all major announcements and I post episodes there. Then we have our private group called Witchy Woman Friends. That one's a closed group. You're going to have to click to join and I will approve you. As long as you're not a scammer. That is a place where we can talk about witchcraft or whatever the hell else you want to talk about, as long as it's, not offensive. And we support each other. It's a badass group of people, and I appreciate them so much. So if you're in the closet, no one's going to see you post in that group. Then we have the WW Coven group, and that is the group for our Patreon supporters. So if you'd like to support the podcast monetarily, you can go to patreon.com/witchywomanpodcast, pick a tier. Any of them get you into the coven. In the coven, we do spells and rituals, live videos. I do card pulls there, all kinds of cool stuff. Also, if you are a Patreon member in the Citrine or Amethyst groups, you get fun shit. So, if you are Amethyst, you get free readings by Shelley Leggett of Lavender Potions every quarter, and we have created a special Facebook group to do so. And then if you are Citrine members, you get to do the readings and then also, or you get to receive the readings and you also get a witchy gift. This quarter, it was from Earth Mama Creations, and next quarter, so in January, you are going to receive 2 gifts, one from Earth Mama Creations and the other one from Holistic Healing Therapeutics. I'm going to post all of their shit in the show notes so that you can go to their pages, explore what they've got to offer. If you go to www.witchywomanpodcast.com, you can listen to all of my episodes, read my blogs, and if you click on sponsors, you can see all of our sponsors' information there as well. So I want to thank all of our sponsors. You guys are kick-ass people. And I appreciate you. So anyway, I think that's all I got, guys. I am going to get a nice cup of hot tea and chill for a bit. Maybe watch some Netflix. I haven't gotten to watch TV, my shows, in forever. I'm stuck on Brad's shows. He's been watching some ice plane thing on Discovery Channel where they take shipments of shit from Alaska and drive in the cold or fly in the cold, and it's about to make my brain numb. So I'm gonna go watch something I want to watch. Okay? All right. And as always, stay witchy. Bye-bye.